Since 1981, 6 young people in the small village of Medjugorje, Bosnia-Herzegovina, claim to have daily encounters with Our Lady. There have been more than 40 years of apparitions. Millions of pilgrims have visited the site. But there is something that few people know. There are urgent messages that Our Lady has revealed and that, to this day, the official church does not fully recognize or widely disseminate. Today, we are going to reveal these 7 messages that can transform your spiritual life. Stay until the end, because the last message will surprise you. First, let's put this into context. The apparitions in Medjugorje began on June 24, 1981. 6 children, Ivanka, Mirjana, Vika, Ivan, Maria, and Jakov, reported seeing Our Lady on Mount Podbrdo. Since then, some of these visionaries have continued to receive daily or monthly messages. After decades of investigation, the Vatican authorized pilgrimages to the site in 2019, but has not yet made a definitive statement on the authenticity of the apparitions. And it is precisely in this silence that some powerful messages remain little known to the general public. The first urgent message: Our Lady warned of a great apostasy, a turning away from the faith, that is happening in our times. According to the visionaries, she said that Satan is more active than ever, trying to destroy families and turn people away from God. The message is clear: we need to return to constant prayer, especially the Rosary, as a shield of spiritual protection. Our Lady reportedly asked families to pray together, at least 3 rosaries a day, to protect themselves from the negative influences of the modern world. The second message that few know in depth: the 10 secrets. Each of the 6 visionaries has received or is receiving 10 secrets about the future of humanity. 3 of these secrets would involve warnings to the world, events that would cause humanity to awaken spiritually. Mirjana, one of the visionaries, stated that when the first secret is revealed, people will have undeniable proof of the apparitions. According to her, Our Lady said, "You have converted too late." This suggests that there is a limited time for conversion, and that time may be running out. Third ignored message: monthly confession as an urgent necessity. Our Lady repeatedly insisted that we should go to confession at least once a month, regardless of whether we think we have committed any serious sins. She explained that confession is like a deep spiritual cleansing that renews our soul and strengthens us against temptation. In modern society, where sin is relativized, this message becomes even more revolutionary and, perhaps for this reason, less emphasized in many Catholic circles. Fourth powerful message: fasting on bread and water. Our Lady reportedly asked the faithful to fast on Wednesdays and Fridays, consuming only bread and water. This seems radical by today's standards, but she explained that some graces can only be obtained through fasting. This practice, common in the early centuries of Christianity, has been virtually abandoned. But in Medjugorje, it is presented as essential for strengthening the spirit and winning personal and collective spiritual battles. If these messages are touching your heart, leave your like on this video so that YouTube will show this content to more people. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos about faith, spirituality, and messages that can transform your life. Now, let's move on to the last 3 messages, which are the most impactful. Fifth alarming message: warnings about wars and threatened world peace. From the beginning, Our Lady presented herself as the Queen of Peace and gave specific warnings about conflicts that could devastate regions of the world. It is important to remember that Medjugorje is located in the former Yugoslavia, a region that experienced terrible wars in the 1990s. The visionaries claim that Our Lady wept when she foresaw these conflicts and warned, only through prayer and fasting can wars be avoided. With the current growing geopolitical tensions, this message is more relevant than ever. The Queen of Peace is calling us to be peacemakers through personal conversion. Sixth forgotten message: the central importance of the Eucharist and adoration. Our Lady is said to have said that her Son is abandoned in the tabernacles, waiting for people to come and visit him, but the churches are increasingly empty. She invited the faithful to attend Mass daily, when possible, and to spend time in adoration of the Blessed Sacrament. One specific message reportedly said, "The Eucharist is the heart of the faith. Without Mass, you cannot live fully." At a time when even Catholics doubt the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist, this message would be an urgent call to rediscover this central mystery of our faith. Our Lady reportedly repeated phrases such as, "Hurry. Do not delay your conversion," and "This is a time of grace, but it will not last forever," countless times. The visionaries report that she showed special concern for those who postpone their conversion, thinking that there will always be time. One of the strongest messages was, "Satan is strong and wants to make you give up. Therefore, pray without ceasing and prepare your hearts." What does this mean? It means that there is a spiritual urgency that many do not perceive. It is not about fear, but rather a maternal invitation not to miss the opportunity to live in a state of grace, prepared for the encounter with God, whether at the end of our lives or in the events that are to come according to the secrets revealed. Our Lady would have asked us to live each day as if it were our last, not in despair, but in love, prayer, and service to others. These are the 7 urgent messages of Medjugorje that remain little known or publicized. Regardless of the Church's official position on the apparitions, these messages invite us to something fundamental: a life of deep prayer, sincere conversion, and abandonment into God's hands. The question remains, what will you do with these messages? Will you ignore them or allow them to transform your life? Remember the 5 practices that Our Lady asked for in Medjugorje. 1. Daily recitation of the Rosary. 2. Reading the Bible. 3. Weekly Mass, or daily, if possible. 4. Monthly confession. 5. Fasting on bread and water on Wednesdays and Fridays. If this video touched your heart, share it with friends and family. Leave a comment about which of these messages impacted you the most. And may Our Lady, our Mother, intercede for us all. Until the next video, may God bless you and your family.